What's up, everybody? It's me, Blake316, and I think it's that time that I share and give my thoughts and opinions on the new console to be released called the Nintendo Wii U. Now, I was definitely waiting and putting this off to give my thoughts and opinions and share it with everyone because I wanted the Nintendo to release as much information as possible so I can definitely get my true feelings about it. I didn't want to give any biased feeling without knowing certain things, and I feel as if, Nintendo gave out all the information about the Wii U, and I can perfectly judge it because they gave out all their information. Now, before I share my thoughts and opinions, as you can see right here, I have my NES, my Super Nintendo, my Nintendo 64. You can check my previous videos. I have multiple Nintendo Wiis. I had a GameCube. Unfortunately, I sold it with all my games. I regret it to this day. That was one of my top favorite consoles of all time. I like the GameCube. But to give my thoughts and opinions on the Nintendo Wii U, I personally feel this console is bound for failure. And I know a lot of people might be saying, like, that's crazy. I'm going to tell you why I feel it's bound for failure. And the main reason is because their main selling point is the reason why it's going to fail. And their main selling point is the Wii U controller. Now, a lot of people's first argument is going to say, if people don't like the controller, they can go buy the Gamer Pro controller that they're releasing. That pretty much looks exactly like the Xbox 360 controller. But you can't use that excuse. Because the reason why Nintendo is selling the Wii U, and the reason why they're pushing the Nintendo Wii U, is because of this controller. Now, let's be real. The main reason why this thing is going to fail because of this controller, the controller is just too big. Like, Nintendo is finally pushing for, hardcore gamers to want to buy their system, but then they're giving them this oversized, big-ass controller that's not comfortable and nobody's going to play with. Let's give you an example. You remember when the Xbox first released? Xbox had a big-ass controller, and they eventually had to remodel the controller to a smaller one for people to buy it. That's one mistake Xbox made, and Nintendo's currently going to be making this mistake. Now, let me show you another example of a console having too big of a controller. For example, I don't know how, some people complain that the Xbox 360 controller is too big. Honestly, I think this is the most perfect controller ever made. If it's perfect in my hands. But like I said, an example of a controller being too big, you see this big thing, it almost takes up the whole screen. This is to another failed console called the Atari Jaguar. This controller is friggin' huge. The Nintendo Wii controller is probably twice the size of it, which is like literally the controller in my right hand and left hand. This is too big. And this is going to be the reason why the console fails. And like I said, don't say, oh, they have the Gamer Pro. No, the Gamer Pro isn't going to sell a Wii U. The Wii U is going to sell because they want that big-ass controller. That's what they're trying to sell to you. Another reason why this thing is going to fail because of the controller. Reports are saying that the controller isn't even a multi-touch screen. It's literally like, it's going to be equivalent to one of those leapfrog toys where you just push one thing and it takes one command at one time. What the hell is Nintendo thinking releasing some bullshit like that? That's horrible. Another reason why, and this is a big reason why Nintendo Wii U will fail, is because Nintendo made leaps and bounds when taking their gaming to another level with the Nintendo Wii. Because with the Nintendo Wii, the age demographic went from kids all the way up to adults to senior citizens because it was easy to play. It got them moving around. A senior citizen, or even an adult over 40, or a kid under, 7, they're not going to know what the fuck to do with that Wii U controller. You can't be giving these old people one of that big-ass controller. They're going to look at it like, what the hell is this thing? They're totally losing such large numbers of their age demographic by doing this controller. The older people aren't going to want it. The younger kids aren't going to want it because the parents ain't giving them a $250 controller. The gamers like myself don't want it because I want just a regular damn controller with the thing. I personally feel Nintendo is just messing up right here, and I'm honestly disappointed because as you can see, I got the consoles out. I like Nintendo. I like their consoles. And they're just messing up Even more failure ahead for them is because of the online network. They're still using friend codes. I mean, people have a hard time memorizing their own phone number. I bet you there's people watching this video right now who don't even know their own social security number. But you want me to memorize someone else's friend code? Are you kidding me? Like, you want me to remember someone else's friend code? Come on, some of that bullshit. Man, I don't want no goddamn friend codes. Friggin' another thing, there's no achievements. Everyone knows people love achievements. I mean, Sony had to do the trophy idea and steal from Xbox 360. People want achievements. They're saying, oh, achievements aren't mandatory. If it's not mandatory, game developers are not going to do it. Another thing is there going to be fucking microphones for voice chat? Someone made a comment and said, oh, well, there's going to be a microphone in the controller. So I'm going to be screaming at the microphone? Where am I going to get speakers to hear people? This thing, Nintendo's doing it all wrong. They're trying to get the hardcore gamer, but they don't realize that the hardcore gamer wants internet. They want a normal controller. They don't want whatever the fuck they're giving us now. My personal opinion, though, people, I think the Nintendo Wii U is bound for failure. And don't say I'm trolling or fanboy, because you see I got the Nintendo consoles right here. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to agree with me. But I'm always curious to know what other people got to say. But this is my opinion. It's me, Blake316. Until next time. Peace.